petty all the time. I'm petty all the time.
Baby, welcome to the party.
Give me a P. Give me a E. Give me a T. T-Y. I'm petty all the time. Give me a P. Give me a E. Give me a T. T-Y. I'm petty all the time.
Hey y'all, it's your favorite girls back with another episode. How are y'all? It's your girl Paulette coming out the set. What's good?
Hey y'all, it's your girl Jori, Aaliyah.
Hey y'all, it's your girl Crystal, aka Champagne Chris, aka Chrissy F. Baby. Please say the baby.
Hey y'all, and they say the best for last. We're all mixed up, but it's your girl Michelle, aka Egypt if you nasty. And welcome back to another episode, y'all.
How y'all doing today?
Yeah, we really are mixed up. This is not our
No, this is
not
at all.
mine.
So
You know.
Yeah, like it's literally a mix of
Yeah,
cheers.
yeah. How are y'all doing today?
I'm doing good. Child, again, fighting for my life.
Really?
I'm not gonna lie.
Allergies?
This is a rough week. So I thought it was allergies, and then I ended up being full blown sick. But I went to the doctor and everything was negative. So I don't know why you're backing up when you're clearly across the table.
No, because
but
you know
it's cool.
there is a sickness that's going around that nobody's testing for.
Yeah, but I'm
Just
not going to get
upper
Paulette
respiratory.
sick. I feel
No. Relax.
Yeah.
It's okay, girl.
We all went through the same pandemic.
Yeah.
We get airborne shit. Okay, I'm just saying.
No, it's just the way you're backing up.
No,
Like I'm
it's
about
just
to
like-
infect you right now. It's cool though. It's cool. It's literally cool. But
Did you have a mask on?
Yeah.
All right, bro. All right, bro. Because Paulette, was you
I'm
okay?
like-
How was your week, Paulette?
You know, honestly, so this week I was actually sick and I
Okay.
am recovered. And that's why, I'm just very little skeptical because I don't want to, that little in-between period where you can catch something again. I feel like I'm there. So I just don't want to have another because I'm not going to lie. I don't get sick. So when I get sick, I get sick. So yeah.
You're protected in Jesus' name.
Always.
Vitamin C. We probably was just talking about that. I take gummies and I drink emergency. This is not the time to be playing.
At all. Keep a pack of vitamin C in your bag.
Make sure you're taking your zinc.
Yeah, zinc, and echinacea.
That.
It's a vitamin.
immune
It's like a
system.
supplement. Actually,
Okay,
not a
cool.
vitamin. It's a supplement, but it helps with build your immunity. So it's
and
actually
sea
pretty
moss.
common. It's a lot of. It's in a lot of.
I want to talk about that. Please.
Yeah, no.
What's
What's
wrong with
please.
CMOS? No, there's nothing
Yeah.
wrong with CMOS, but I'm like, I know y'all's entire TikTok timeline has been taken over by this damn CMOS. So
Oh, I've never seen it.
Really?
I have CMOS, so that's
No.
why I said it.
It's a takeover over my TikTok. There's apparently a CMOS that's I can't think of the name. I'm sorry. At either Whole Foods or like places like that everyone's raving about. Like you're supposed to take
Really?
1 tablespoon a day,
Right.
and to the point where like it's like sold out everywhere. I'm gonna send you a video. I see
Really?
it every day. To the point
Oh,
I probably have like
yeah.
4 videos saved because I keep saying I'm gonna go back and watch it, but I
See, I buy my CMOS from Dr. Seb being like soak it in like alkaline water.
I
And
know
then
it's like a brand.
Yeah,
he was
see, I don't
know.
Hey, he has a brand.
His recipe.
Yeah,
He sold,
he has
like,
a lot
somebody's
of stuff.
making stuff with his recipes, girl.
Let that man rest in peace.
I mean, he is. His family has to eat though.
No.
Oh, it's his family?
Please stop. I don't know.
All right. Well, everyone else's week, how was it? Mine was trash.
It was good.
I don't want to talk about
Yeah.
it. But it was trash. It was trash.
Like, damn.
I don't want to talk about it. Like,
Basura.
yeah, very trash.
And also too, like, I'm sorry I have to talk about this. I went and saw the Joker, trash too. So add that to her bid. It's terrible. Oh my gosh.
Damn.
Terrible.
My brother said the same thing.
Girl,
Oh,
we walked out
wow.
the same time. I looked at Brent. He was like, bro, that movie. I'm like, yeah, like it was just, what was that?
Dang.
And like, honestly, I wanted to leave, but it's like, you never want to be that person getting up. Girl, it's terrible.
I'm gonna jump into the moto. She titled it New Moto. Thank you, because that's what it is.
Hey.
Hey girls, giving love from Boston.
All right, Boston.
Have any of y'all been to Boston?
I don't know why I feel like
I remember Bad Girls Club, Boston.
I used to work for
Boston.
Boston, but
Yeah. Okay. Last week was my birthday and my boyfriend took me to Maine for a couple of days. One morning, I went through his phone and saw that he was talking to his ex frequently for the past month. One, she said she was a lesbian and was bumping coochies with other women, and he replied with, I mean, that's hot. Two, she said her father died and he said he was going to bring her food and give her company. Three, she asked why he was talking to her because she knows he has a girlfriend, and he said, don't worry about that. We're just talking. He said he meant that he and his ex were just talking, nothing more. Personally, I'm the kind of person to not contact with exes at all when I'm in a relationship because I don't want any gray areas. I want my boyfriend to feel secure. Apparently, he doesn't think the same. I have an avoidant attachment style. I'm an overthinker, and the first thing I always do is run when things get hard. Instead, we did have a hard conversation, worked it out. But how do I know that I wasn't supposed to leave? Because this is the second time disrespecting me. I can always pray and ask God for signs, but if I overthink everything, how can I really tell what he's telling me? Ooh, that's real. Thanks for the advice.
She said, what was the last sentence?
Sorry, my
She's asking God for advice, but if she overthinks everything, how would
she be able to discern? Basically,
yeah. My thing is, so because I got a little confused with the texting part. So it sounds like her boyfriend's hitting the ex up, and the ex is like being dry back to him.
No, I think he's being dry back to her.
I don't think anybody's being dry. It's just it was just the fact that y'all are
conversating.
Yeah, and like,
yeah.
I mean, did she say her parent passed away? Somebody passed away?
Her mom passed away. You did say someone died.
Yeah, somebody, and then he's said that he was going to bring her food and
yeah.
I
mean, that's listen, that's understandable, but a shoulder to lean on is a dick to ride on. So,
but she said she's a lesbian.
I mean, I don't know. I think even if because not everybody ends up on bad terms with their ex, and I do feel like it's a little weird, but. I think what's weirder is when you confronted him about it and he was like, don't worry about it. What he say? Don't worry about it. We're cool. Like, why are you being weird?
I know guys like that. Like,
what you mean, don't worry about it? We're cool.
That's what he texted the ex-girlfriend.
Okay, hold on.
That's what I'm saying.
No. Okay. So the message that she's reading is from the ex-girlfriend. She said she was a lesbian and was bumping because she was the other woman, and he replied, I mean, that's hot. 2, she said her father died and he said he was going to bring her food and give her company. 3, she asked why he was talking to her because she knows he has a girlfriend, and his reply was, don't worry about that. We're just talking. Okay. And then she put in parentheses, he meant that he and the ex were just having a conversation, not him and his girlfriend.
Okay.
I mean, I get him for like clarifying that with her, like, nothing's going on here.
No, because if my ex has hit me up and I'm like, don't you got a girlfriend? Don't worry about that. We all know what that means.
But then but we all know what that means. But I think how he's saying it's like, we're me and you're just having a conversation. Like, it's not like I'm trying to get with you and you're trying to get with me. Like, this is platonic here. I think that's what I got from him saying that. This is platonic.
But clearly it's not reading platonic if the ex-girlfriend has to say, why are you texting me?
Yeah. Because for him to say, don't worry about it.
Him.
I think it's like different instances.
We don't know who texted who first.
It was in the same conversation?
Just different instances that she's came across. But I do think I agree, like, him saying don't worry about it. I feel like if you're just naturally having a conversation with your ex, that wouldn't have never even been in the message thread. I feel like it would have been, we're friends. Like,
right.
It's already known we're friends.
Like, we already know we're friends. Like, what do you mean?
Friends.
Like, it's the don't worry about it, like Michelle said, makes it seem like she has a valid reason to say, why are you texting me?
I don't
if y'all
know.
are cool, then why would she say, why are you texting me? Don't you have a girlfriend? If you all are just truly platonic and you're not trying to move back with her, why would she say that?
I don't know.
I'm already creating a scenario in my mind.
She did say that they talked about it, and she, they had pretty much a healthy conversation about it. So, am I tripping? Because I keep misquoting her. No. She said that. Okay, she did. Okay, so I just feel like I don't know. Like I think she's second guessing if she should have left, and like.
I don't think it's something to leave over, but girl, you read the text. You're summarizing for us. You know what you saw. If you saw some shit that made you feel like you need to leave, then you know if you need to leave.
If you're not comfortable with your man talking to his ex,
that's okay too, though.
That is okay.
No, that's 100% okay. Like,
that's valid.
And you don't have to be okay with it. Because some people are cool with their exes. Some guys are cool with their exes. Some girls are cool with their exes. And it's like, to them, it's not a big deal. But like, I don't know. For me, I don't really play them kind of games. So, yeah.
I mean, I do have a question, though. I mean, because you said you don't want any of your ears, you don't want that person talking to your ex, and you said y'all figured it out. But I'm not gonna lie, if that's something that you don't like and he's telling you that he's okay with that,
where's the compromise?
There's no compromise there. You know what I mean? Because she didn't say that that's how the conversation. Y'all said y'all talk through it, but it's just like, did you accept the fact that he's gonna be okay with talking to his exes? Because I'm like, if you don't like that, then
I think she's also trying to blame the fact that she doesn't want to do it on the fact that she has an avoidant attachment style. I don't think it's the same thing, because it's like, if this is something that does not make you comfortable, you're 100% like, you can go. Like, you don't have to stay with this guy, because it's like, you said this is his second time doing something or disrespecting you. Like, I feel like I'm one of those people who also don't give that many chances. Like, I will leave. So, yeah, if you feel, but I don't think that's avoidant. Like, I just feel like it's just like, I just have a very low tolerance. So, yeah, like if you feel like you don't want to deal with it, then girl, go.
Yeah. No, I mean, yeah.
Like y'all know what I'm saying?
Can I ask a real question? With these attachment styles, are these like diagnosed or you read them yourself?
No, attachment style is just pretty much
You
just
know, I
like
just want to know.
how you handle your relationships. Because I'll be honest, I feel like I have an avoidant attachment style, and it's
Okay.
something I have to work through. Because what happens is usually like as soon as something starts to feel uncomfortable, like it's okay, I'm out of here. Even though in the back of your head, you're just like, okay, most people will probably work through this like in a healthy way. So it's like you have to unlearn like those like toxic behaviors and stuff like that.
No, but what I'm asking, like, or maybe
It's
y'all
not
can't
a
even answer it.
diagnosis.
That's
It's
what I'm
not-
saying,
it's not a diagnosis,
you know
but
how she just said
but
that
if you-
Crystal was like, but it can't be avoided because she's doing it. So I'm like, how does she know that?
I mean, if you read the book,
Right.
it's going to lay out behaviors of each attachment style, and you naturally will fall into one of them. You can intertwine between all of them, but
Right.
the majority that you fall into is going to say that that's your attachment style, just based
Okay.
off of study behaviors from years.
Got you.
So it's not
Okay.
a diagnosis. It's just if you
Okay.
read the book yourself, you'll figure out where you lay based
Okay.
off of things that you've done in your own life.
Okay, cool. That's what was my
Yeah.
quick. I'm like, how do you know? Okay, that makes sense.
'Cause I think in the situation she's overreading it. She's thinking, okay, is this my fight or flight like kicking in, or is this actually a valid reason that I should leave?
Yeah.
I don't think you're overthinking it, and you can never. There's no situation that's small that you leave over. I'm not gonna lie. Even if someone's doing something you don't like, you can leave.
You
Like
can
it
leave.
It
doesn't
can always
have
be
to.
small to you.
There doesn't
Yeah.
have to be like a big event. No, it doesn't have to result in that. So, I mean,
Because
am
I feel like
saying
with
leave?
that,
yeah,
it moves the goalpost every time. Like what's
Right.
what's tolerable at
That's
what
what
point?
I'm
You know what I
saying.
mean? Like if it's just you don't like it, you don't like it. Like we don't have to keep saying I can withstand more. Let
Yeah.
me see what more I can take that I feel like is not now intolerable. Like
Let me tell you, coming
no.
from someone that moved the goalpost on their own damn self, like you're gonna keep compromising to the point where you're not gonna be comfortable in your own relationship anymore. And like at this point, I feel like because I'm an overthinker, I overthink everything, and knowing that about myself, you have to listen to yourself the first time. Like you can't sit there and like trick yourself out of your thought process. No, there's a reason why you feel that way, and you're valid. You're not overthinking it. You're on brand. I'm with you here, sis. Because I've been in your situation. I feel where you're coming from. You're not overthinking that at all, girl. It's weird because that's why I don't know if you heard my comment before. I said I know guys like that. There are men that are okay with talking to their exes and like having dealings, and I think that's weird. That's
Yeah.
weird
To me,
behavior.
that's weird too.
Like talk
So-
to yourself
Especially
and your ex
because,
on.
like,
Yeah,
for you
that's
yourself,
weird.
you said you don't even do it because you don't
of
want it to
respect.
be any gray areas. And I
Right.
get that. Like, even if I'm cool with my ex, if I'm in a relationship, I'm just not gonna.
Yeah.
We're not gonna communicate.
Right. Why are
we
Because it's like
texting?
I just don't want any gray
Yeah.
areas, and it's out of respect for you. That's it. Like I don't want any situation where you can come up and ask me any questions about an ex. So let's
And
just
he
cut it
told his
off.
ex that's hot. Like he might be
and-
playing in your face.
And that's what I'm saying. Like men like that, they don't need to be in relationships. They need to be single and leave people that are ready to be committed alone. Because I just feel like it's a waste of time.
To be honest, I don't even think he did anything wrong per se. Where it's like, I just think he just needs better boundaries. Like, you know what I mean? I just think that he needs to. I do.
I'm not gonna
Like,
lie.
I don't feel like he's a terrible man. I don't feel like he's a terrible person.
he is.
I just feel like I don't know. I just feel like he needs better boundaries because some
I
people
think-
just don't think certain things are inappropriate, and it's like,
yeah.
or you don't create a line to where it's like it's respectful for your relationship. And I feel
Yeah.
like if that line is very murky, like you need better boundaries. Like
I think too, people go into relationships thinking that what they find respectable is the same and it's actually not. And so I feel like this situation shows you, like you saw he's texting your ex and you're like, well, what the hell is this? Like, I'm not doing that. Like, why are you doing that? And he might not have seen nothing wrong with it. And you're like, I don't like it. And I feel like those are conversations that people don't talk about that actually come up in relationships where we think we're on the same page with everything. And it's like, oh, you think that's acceptable? I actually don't.
Yeah.
So how are we going to move past this because I do not like it? You know what I mean? And like, that's where I feel like compromise comes and you realize, can this relationship move forward?
Right.
Because if I say I don't like this and you're okay with it, where do we go from here?
Honestly,
Right.
and I was even gonna say that because like this is probably, even aside from this, it's the perfect time for y'all to sit down and actually have a conversation about y'all's relationship, because it sounds like y'all haven't talked about that. Because this will probably like leak into other areas. Like you actually have to have a conversation about like, okay, where are our boundaries? Where are the things that like, where do you draw the line for certain things that you don't want your girlfriend doing stuff like this, and I don't want my boyfriend doing stuff like this? Like y'all need to have that conversation, because it seems like he's that person where he's probably just like, yeah, I'm friends with all my exes, and that may make you feel some kind of way. Y'all need to have that conversation now,
Right.
because he may decide like, okay, if it makes you that uncomfortable, I really want to be with you, okay, I'm not going to talk to them anymore. Not saying that you have to have the ultimatum, at least give him the opportunity to make that decision, you know, and hear you out.
yeah.
Probably won't because he's talking about that's hot, but
That's what I'm saying. Like the comments and stuff.
oh, sure.
And I'm not gonna lie, even with us saying like that needs to be a conversation, that actually really irritates me because why do you feel like that's okay?
Yeah.
Because you wouldn't want me doing
Like,
it.
why do you feel like it's not a problem?
I'm just trying to be an adult about it, but I'm not gonna lie, it actually irritates me that you don't see what's wrong with that, and I have to tell you that I'm not okay with
Because
it.
Yeah.
why do I
And,
have
like,
to tell you what's common sense? Like,
Yeah,
Because you would not like that if it was the other way around. Like, let's keep it a buck.
let's keep it a buck.
You would not like that, so no.
Because if the rose was a bird,
Yeah, we can reverse it, honestly, if you want us to.
bro, and now you can't breathe.
But yeah, girl, let's talk to your man, girl. Pretty much.
Okay, so yeah, talk to him, girl.
Seems like you already have talked to him. So
Yeah,
Just-
I think you should
pray on it. And
yeah,
just-
and move forward with caution. Not
Do you like
for
him? Because y'all
but
be writing in, y'all be saying nothing nice about the guy. Like, I don't even know if y'all should be fighting for the relationship. He could be ain't shit.
Right.
But it's the same way, like, girls
you
are,
fighting
they'll
for?
complain about their man to their friend, but don't tell him none
Like,
of the
nothing
good. I
against
feel like
her.
that's what's happening. Like, these people they're just showing their irritation right now in this moment. So,
I mean, that's a good question. Do you like him?
Okay, so speaking of questions, y'all, I have a question for y'all. And I kind of I've been thinking about this because something happened and I want y'all to go first and then I'm going to tell my little story. Okay, so I want you guys to finish the sentence. Somebody could call me anything but blank. So, like, I'm a lot of things, but
But a
one
bitch
ain't one of them.
I ain't a bitch.
Okay, so let me just tell a story real quick. Just quick background.
Did I answer incorrectly?
You didn't. No, you answered right. Because
Oh!
no, I was talking. I was having a
Nigga, what's
conversation with somebody, and he said something was lame, something I did, and I said, "Hold on, because I'm a lot of things, but lame is never gonna be one of them.
Okay.
Lame is never one of them. Like lame is just where I draw the line. I don't know because it holds weight.
Yeah.
and he wasn't even
okay.
calling me lame. He called something that I did lame, and I was just like, I mean, and then he recanted his statement, but I was
Please,
just like,
quickly.
yeah, don't ever get it. You can call me a lot of things, but lame, bro, lame is not
Yeah,
one of
crazy
them.
word.
Yeah. So
Crazy
what's
word.
y'all's? What's y'all's?
Oh, you can call me a lot of things.
Yeah.
A lot of things.
I can't even think of anything.
What can you not call me?
Another one.
You
is
can't call me
stupid.
dumb.
Yeah.
You cannot call me dumb. One thing about it,
Yeah.
I got my wits together.
Yeah. I'm there with her too. You can't call me
Yeah.
stupid, dumb,
Can't call me
uneducated.
dumb. That'd be-
Yeah.
Just doesn't land well here.
Yeah, at all.
Yeah.
None of those things.
Yeah.
Check my walls.
Yeah,
Stop playing
sometimes
with
too far
me.
for my own good.
Respectfully.
Like,
Damn, Jori still none?
No. I'm thinking.
Call me what you want, but don't call me on my sidekick. If it's private, man. I
also
hate a shy
too,
bitch.
you can't say call me ugly.
Per.
Never. Face
I've
card
answered
never
your face
declines. So that's one thing a man can never call, or no one can call me ugly. You know, some people are just like, oh, she has a
People are so quick to talk. Like, shut
crazy.
up.
For real.
Somebody literally commented on something the other day and they was like, you would never say this to this person's face. Why do you have the boldness in this comment section? And I'm like, you know what? You're right. Because the comment was rude as hell. And I'm like, you would never say this to this person's face. Like,
Hide
the
her
confidence
behind them
people have behind them
keyboards.
comments is crazy.
Her social relationships will be the end of us.
Twitter thugging. What else? Can't call me.
Fake. Now you can call me fake.
It's okay.
You can call
It's
me
okay,
fake.
y'all. It's
No,
okay.
I'll be fake
I'm gonna give y'all
sometimes.
time
Everyone
to
should-
ponder. Everybody gave their answer
Yeah.
rather than Jori, so
I'm
it's
sorry.
okay. And
No,
it's
but
okay.
But the thing is, I'm not gonna lie, even when it comes to the lame, like, I feel like nobody could ever call anybody at this table lame. And I understand why you felt the disrespect because lame is
Yeah, 'cause
crazy.
that's
Lame is
like- that
society
word-
we
that
live
L
in.
word is
Lame
like-
is crazy.
Lame is
It's really close to
No, you know what's
loser.
crazy?
No, respectfully.
You can't even make me feel lame. As soon as I start feeling like some lame shit,
can't.
I'm
Right.
out of
Right.
there.
Literally, can't
I'm
nobody
outta
ever
there.
make me
Can't
feel
lame
lame.
shit
That's
to
what I'm
be
like.
lame. So-
I am a lot of things, but lame ain't never one of them.
And I can see that shit coming from a mile away.
mile away.
No
I don't
good
even
away.
rock with lame shit
At all.
so. But yeah,
Ooh, have you ever?
No,
Never mind.
no.
Have you ever been like listening to someone that's like what there's like? It's like they're telling you a situation. You're just like, this could never be me. Like I would see this and it just be a rap. And have you ever been around someone that's giving you a story? You're just like,
No, it's so funny because I never forget. It was this guy, and he was talking about how his girlfriend broke up or whatever, and he was like, "She's a hoe, she's a hoe." I was on the phone with her, and she clicked over. And she had me on hold for 2 hours. She had me on hold for 2 hours.
You waited.
Everyone was like, "Nigga, you was on the phone for 2 hours. You're the victim. You're the victim. Like, why did you stay on hold for 2 hours? Like, we can't even tell the story no more. That's a long ass time."
Did you ask him why?
It's his girlfriend.
He was down bad.
Down bad.
And she probably hung up. She probably didn't even click over.
No, literally. And then, she probably
phone
went
in her
on the phone
pocket
with
whole
somebody
time.
else.
No, that's what happened. She went. She clicked over to talk to another guy. He found out later.
And you stayed.
Yeah, he stayed on the phone with her for 2 hours.
She better than me because
That is a story
once I
you take
see
to the
you
grave.
been hanging there too long, click over. Hey, why you ain't hang up yet? I'm still on the phone doing what I'm doing. Cause what? Cause you fuck around and merge them calls. What are you still
Girl.
doing here?
Why he didn't just hang up and call her
Yeah.
back? Like,
Yeah,
But you know
don't
I've
be
done that
weird.
before.
I would never let
Don't
somebody
be
sit on the
weird.
line for 2 hours.
Don't be
But I'll be
weird.
scared.
I mean, you can if you want to. Like, you can if you want to.
But
like,
sometimes it's easy because sometimes like say someone be like,
in the
2 hours
costume.
is not easy.
is this someone like, oh, I'll call you back, and you just okay, then all of a sudden you just like doing other stuff or whatever.
Michelle, 2 hours.
Not 2.
Cause you forget you on the phone. What if you have your headphones in or you do something and you be like, hello? Oh shit, I didn't even know I was still on the phone. That's happened to me before.
Crazy.
Not 2
So
hours.
it's a
Not 2
long
hours
time.
though.
2 hours.
Not 2 hours.
He shouldn't have told y'all that.
Because I have been on the phone, someone put me on hold, and I got busy doing
Yeah.
things, and I'm like, whoa, let me hang up. Like,
Yeah,
what am I
that's-
doing? But
that's-
2 hours, never.
That's kind of cringe. I won't even lie to you. Because 2 hours, I can understand 30 minutes. 2
love her.
hours.
No, you.
I'm sorry.
you down
No,
bad.
that could never happen. I'm clicking
Ever.
over. Why are you still here? Hang up, please. You hogging up the
Poor
line.
guy, though. Like, poor guy. Poor guy. Shout out to us.
So y'all, I want to talk about, we're kind of actually on the moto. The girl that wrote in, she was just saying how there were certain things that she wasn't uncomfortable with, and it kind of actually reminded me of what happened recently with Cardi B and Offset. Y'all, like, I don't know, like,
That's not real life. I'm sorry.
You know they were spotted together recently, so
don't care. They're
married.
they're married. And not only that, they have 3 kids together or multiple kids together. So I don't know. But y'all, I mean, if you haven't seen by now, Cardi just went on live like she does, and she was just going off on Offset, calling him a narcissist, and you know how he's lame. She actually did call him lame. She said the shit that he does is lame. She was just like, you not really no gangster for real because you gotta fuck my ops to, you know, one up me, like, which
she ain't
is
lie.
very lame. That's so fucking lame, bro. Like, fucking your wife's ops is the lamest thing you could do. I'm not gonna lie. Like, that's so whack. Anyways, yeah, so she, you know, was just going off on, and anyway, so he joined her live and was making comments, saying things back. He mentioned in the live, like, keep it real with these people. You had sex while you were pregnant, and she tweeted shortly after and did, and that was what went viral. And so, you know, I mean, I didn't see that picture where they were spotted together. Quite frankly, I really don't care, just because, like, I think she's already filed for divorce, if I'm not mistaken.
Their 20th time.
Yeah, for multiple times. And, like, honestly, did I believe it any other time? Even if she decides to, whatever, that's her business. We already know what kind of nigga you fucking with, so there's that. But I think she should stand on business, just for the simple fact that, like, I'm not gonna lie, like, the man has played in your face multiple times, like. And even if she does, I'm glad that, like, she stops trying. She's not trying to save face anymore. Like, I think Cardi has tried to, like, save face for their marriage for a lot of times. Like, she'll get out and say stuff subliminally, and, you know, but this time she was straight up like, I put a name on it, put an address, send it to your front door, because, like, yeah, like, I'm actually tired of you playing in my face. Like, and I'm glad she's standing up for herself at the very least. So
yeah, I just wish they wouldn't do this on
the
social
internet,
media.
yeah.
Y'all are married.
Yeah.
This is just really weird. At this point, y'all, like,
And
they're a laughing stock. Like, them two collectively. Like, it's just weird. Like,
no, because they really did put us in their business.
they did.
We
Like, it's
didn't
so
have to- we didn't
unnecessary.
have
You
to be
just
in
welcomed
that.
a kid in. Like, y'all, come on. There has to be some
But
truth
I think
here.
a lot of discourse that came from that as well was the fact that just the way Offset, like, was referring to her, like, oh, well, like, I made you my baby mother.
So,
like, you know what I mean?
I won.
Like, I won. Like it's a
Yes.
possession. And it's just like, bro, like, y'all tell people, like, oh, marry somebody, like, stop having kids out of wedlock. And she married somebody, and look how he's talking about her. Like, it wouldn't have mattered if she just would have been a baby
married
mama
her
to
up.
him. You know what I mean?
No,
So it's just
I'm not
like,
gonna lie, it did matter. It did matter because he did a baby mama her. That they're married.
Yeah.
So
They're
at the
no,
end of
yeah,
the
I'm
day-
saying, but people are trying to say it doesn't matter, and it's just like, no, like, he did it regardless of her not being a baby mother.
Yeah.
So,
Because look at Halle and
I don't
DDG.
think that has anything to do. Let's talk about that.
I'm like,
so let's
I'm
actually
not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Cardi B and Offset.
Next, okay, let's talk about
DDG.
Halle and DDG. Okay, so recently they broke up. Like, obviously they have a kid together. The kid is not even a year. The kid's actually a couple of months, and they recently broke up. Which, if you look at her page, I think he's been off her page. Like,
Yeah, she silent.
so
she
it was
silently
confirmed. I think she released a statement that it was
quit.
confirmed.
He did, which is even crazier.
Oh shit. Okay, well he released a statement saying that they're not together anymore. Let's take it a step further. He did an interview. I don't know with who. Somebody named Jay Cinco. Not familiar, but
He was sitting in front of a mic talking.
yeah.
Oh no, but this is old. This is an old interview though.
Was it the old? But it resurfaced today, so I saw.
Yeah,
it.
yeah. I know what you're talking
Well, it's
about.
not too old. It's like a week or two old.
Okay,
You know,
so
still fairly
not
new.
old.
I thought you meant like last year.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Well, just say what you can say.
Okay, thank you.
Dang. So how long they been broken up
But
for?
I don't know. But he basically in the interview, the clip. I didn't watch the whole thing, but in the snippet, he was just saying how, if he was to give advice to anybody that was in their 20s, like, you know, he wouldn't be in a relationship because I would rather, like, you know, put his career first. And he was just saying how, like, being in a relationship is almost like a part-time job. And in a relationship, you can't synonymously, in his world, you can't synonymously be in a successful relationship and then have a successful career. Basically, he was just saying that he felt like he didn't have the time to put into both things.
You're not even a.
But in his defense, he said at 22.
Yeah,
and
22.
DDG's been in a relationship since, like, which for him to say that's actually wild to me, because I feel like the reason he even got as successful as he did was because he was always attached to women, like always. Like he dated what's that girl name?
Ruby Rose.
Before that, it was
he was like in a YouTube relationship.
Yeah, he was a
with
YouTube
somebody.
relationship. Was I think her name? It's gonna come back to me. And then after that, he dated a girl named Kennedy, who she was a really big YouTuber. After that, he did a whole thing with Ruby Rose, and then from Halle. So I was like, you've been jumping from relationship. As much as you say that it might have derailed your career, it kept you relevant. Like, let's be clear.
But you being with Halle is the one that really,
like. Let's
And
be
I
real.
think, honestly, so when the reports of them came out, like, everybody was celebrating the fact that they weren't together, and that was actually quite funny. Like, a lot of people had memes on it.
Crazy.
People would just,
people have been ready for her to call it cancel Christmas on his ass.
like leave, and it's not. And there was some comments that were like, "Well, why are you guys so happy to see somebody not together?" I don't think people are necessarily happy that, like, a black family has broken up. I think they're happy that Halle, you left the goofy. Like, I think that's really what it is.
I don't think anybody ever liked them together.
Like, there was a
from the
TikTok
beginning.
when
I think people started to come towards, like, when they released the baby and they were doing all the family pictures together. Like, a lot of people were like, you know what, I actually like DDG.
Yeah.
But I think now that he's opening his mouth, I just feel like you're right, Michelle. Like, you know, that's what kept you relevant. But I feel like the problem with that statement is you said that, like, oh, it's like a part-time job, but you didn't think a kid was a part-time job. Like, I'm like, what do you mean? Like, I get it because, yeah, but that's also realistic. Like, a relationship is keeping up a relationship, and it is going to, it takes work to put that in, like, no shit. But it also takes work to put in your career, and you actually can do both. She did both. She was the Little Mermaid.
Yeah,
she was in The Color Purple. She had her first, I think, like, Billboard single. Like, absolutely. And she also had your baby. And so for you to just talk so frivolously about a relationship, and I'm just like, it was very distasteful.
I will be honest with you. And this may be problematic. I do think, like, the whole, like, pregnancy rumors and allegations shadowed Little Mermaid. I'll be honest with you. That was a big movie. That was a big moment for Halle. And, like, I don't even know how it got out, all that, but it did cloud the Little Mermaid. You know, like, that low-key came and went.
I don't think they're broken up. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I don't think it came. The movie came and went?
No, not the movie came and went, but it's like all the things that are supposed to follow up after all that, I just didn't see it. I'll be honest
she's
with
black.
you.
We do this all the time. It's because she's black. Same thing with Annie. It's because she's black. Same thing with Kamala. It's because she's black. Like, the world is not going to celebrate a black woman on any pedestal.
No.
It's always going to come and go. If that
I don't think
was
it's
a
'cause she was
live action.
pregnant.
No, I'm not saying because she's pregnant. I'm just saying all the things, like, people speculating, stuff like that. We couldn't really enjoy her being part of Little Mermaid fully. You know what I mean? That's just my opinion.
Oh, yeah, because she's too busy hiding a pregnancy.
But, you know, that's just my opinion. But what I will say that there was a TikTok. There was a TikTok that a girl was just like, when, like, the rumors first started coming about, she was like, ladies, like, how do, like, she basically said, like, you girls be just letting any guy just get you like, that's crazy. Like, a lot of you celebrities, like, it's like, how? And basically it goes back to what Crystal was saying, like, a goofy, like, because look what he's saying now. Like, the fact that this man typed up a typed up we're not. You are not the big celebrity.
But
you are not Victoria Monet in this relationship.
A part of me
What?
almost feels like that's why they broke up. I do think that it's just a PR breakup. I think it's her marketing team was just like, this relationship looks crazy.
But then
you're doing TikToks with streamers.
Yeah.
And you are bigger than this. No shade. I really just feel like they're just like, we need to take this relationship, take out the public eye, separate. If y'all want to be together, y'all can. Because for a while, people have been speculating they've broken up too. And if you watch his Snapchat, she's all over his Snapchat. She's always been, even his friends didn't know they broke up. I really do think it's like a PR breakup.
But like for your team to have to like even create a PR breakup, I don't even like.
He's embarrassing. He dropped a song about
be together.
He dropped a
That
song,
song
had a
is
music
so
video, had a video girl in there. I'm like, you act like you're not dating Halle, and I hate.
It's not even the video. It was the
Me
lyrics
too.
because he was just saying how like her career pretty much taints how he feels about himself as a man in so many words.
He's always doing weird shit.
And I just, it's always weird. It's always very weird. And like even that whole situation where he got caught texting Ruby Rose again, I was just like,
go be with her.
it's very weird. And so yeah, I hope they're still working it out, obviously for the sake of their kids, and I hope that, you know, somewhere along the line there may be a future between them. But I just feel like I like to see Halle separate from him at
Me
this
too.
point, because I just think that
It's crazy. It's
Yeah,
like you're
like,
dating
quiet.
Halle Bailey.
I can't believe he
I have a
baby
question
mama
for y'all,
Halle.
though.
That's
like you
crazy.
baby mama Halle. Oh, that's so wild.
Sorry, it's just like
I hate it
hurt
for
my heart.
her.
I'm like, Halle?
I hate it for her.
I thought she was gonna be a wife next. Like you made her a baby mama. You did all this to her. Oh, I'll never forgive you, DDG.
Yeah, honestly.
Never forgive you. That's why nobody wants y'all together. You made her a baby mama. You're
Bro,
done.
I think this
You're
is the
done.
pandemic on bad bitches
Yeah.
that we be talking about. Like it's not bro. Like y'all just letting these niggas take you out the game without real probable cause. Like
Nothing.
be so
Nothing to
effing
show
for
for
real. Be so effing for real.
all this work and look where it got me.
Why did I do it?
I have a question for y'all. It's kind of in the same realm of what we're talking about because people could probably say it even for like Halle and DDG is like, you know, they had a baby and after that baby was born, they broke up. So this girl posted, and I want to get y'all's opinion on it. She said, babies don't ruin relationships. LOL. Y'all don't be loving people as much as y'all think.
That part.
And so I wanted to get y'all's take on that.
I agree.
Like, because we keep saying like, as soon as people have a baby, they break up. And I'm like,
Y'all don't
but
like
what
each
is the
other.
reasoning? And I feel like
Y'all don't
once
like
she
each
said that,
other.
I'm just like, that's really what it comes down
Yeah,
to.
y'all don't like each other. You like. It's sometimes like I don't even know like if it's just like the man like I don't know what happens with the man. They realize like I don't like you, and we
I
have a
just
kid.
feel like
You know what I mean? Like
forever sounds good in theory. But when reality starts kicking in and knocking on the door, that's when you start realizing, like, dang, can I really be with this person forever? And no. Like, despite the baby, no. And I feel like those are conversations that
that's
need to be
what-
had before the baby comes in the picture. Because, like, I would never be in a relationship with anybody who, if I came and told you I am pregnant, then niggas out of there, we're done. Like, what are you talking? I would never, if I actually have a conversation with a man and he tells me that he does not want a baby by me and I get pregnant, like, what do you mean? I would never be with somebody like that. So I'm just like, I don't understand.
oh my gosh, that's so sorry.
I just don't understand why these conversations are
gambles.
not coming up in the, like, okay, if I get pregnant, would you stay? Would you go? Like, how do you feel? And I feel like it's a lot easier said than done. But at the same time, that's still like Jori said, why? Like, why are y'all breaking up then? Since the baby's here, why? Like, you don't rate me, bro. You don't rate me.
Tootsie's girlfriend commented and she was like, it has nothing to do with the baby. She's like, you just realized like you can't tolerate certain things. And some girl was like, so you were dumb then and you're dumb now?
Yeah,
and
like,
she was like, I was dumb. She's like, but I'm different now. I'm a parent. So like
No.
you said, well, no, I know. But like
Yeah.
Crystal said, she was like, couldn't I deal with this for the rest of my life? Because now I have to be serious because I'm somebody's parent. And I'm like, why does it take having a child for you to
why do you have to
think-
bring life in this world to be smart?
Well, thank you. That's what I'm saying. Like she tried to say, well, now that I'm a parent, like I have to think more specifically. But I'm like, you could have been thinking about that before the baby. And it's crazy that a lot of people don't think like that. I don't need a baby to make life.
Yeah,
real
no,
for me.
because I know.
can see that
I
shit.
know.
Right
Life is
now.
real
Like,
now. That's why I'm
what?
like,
A baby ain't gonna change nothing.
At
Like,
all. Like it's not gonna make me fall harder for you. And I just like I said,
I mean, it probably could, but it's not gonna.
No,
a baby
no.
shouldn't make nobody
No.
fall less in love with you.
oh yeah, it shouldn't break the relationship. Oh, it should make it better. Yeah, people, we're cooked.
we.
No, the world, because it's like this is now like a This is a thing. Like, this is a thing.
The fact that that's literally the budding joke, like people break up. Oh,
like
they
people
just
say,
had a baby. Like,
I was on a podcast.
People say that all the time.
I was listening
like,
to
why
podcasts.
is that a thing?
Why is no one talking about babies ruin relationship? I'm like, no, they don't. No, they don't.
Babies
So,
don't
like,
ruin relationship.
That's the rap on the street, though. But
I
that's
know,
what
but they
everyone
don't.
keeps talking about. So
it's just, you're not having a kid with the right person. You're not.
Yeah, honestly, that's just really, I really wish that for my women, like, and my Black women in particular, just like, we're getting older. It's time to start having those serious conversations in relationships. Like, don't let that man gaslight you into thinking like, oh, you're moving too fast. This is too much to be. And if he's giving you those kind of vibes, I feel like you already know what type of time he's on, because like, there's no reason why we shouldn't be having questions about or conversations about our future. Like, do you not see yourself in my future? Then if that's the case, then we need to realign here. Like,
No,
what?
heavy on it.
What do you like? If I'm asking you about the future, you don't want to talk about it, then there is no future.
Or some of them just
What do
like,
you mean?
guys, I don't want to go in because then I'm gonna sound like somebody. But I feel like a lot of these men are just not mature, and we're just dating little boys. But yeah, moving on to other things. Mr. Prada, a TikToker, well known on TikTok. I guess he's been very open, like, with his like struggle with mental illness. Evidently, like, I think I don't know if it happened early this week or last week, he killed his therapist and they arrested him in Dallas. And he got arrested in Dallas.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you know that's all I really know. And I just know that they arrested him for second-degree murder. Yeah. That's all I know about that.
Yeah, so what actually ended up coming out is they're trying to say now that wasn't his therapist at all. Like, I guess he is a therapist, but that's not his therapist. It's all alleged, but they're saying that he uses like dating apps, and it's possible that was somebody who he might have met at a dating app, because apparently he went shopping afterwards or something like that. So they're saying I don't want to say like he's an escort, but maybe he met up with him in hopes to like get money or whatever.
Right.
But yeah, the whole situation is, this world is going to hell in gasoline draws. I don't know what's going on, but lately nothing feels real anymore. Like, some of these news articles I'll be reading, I'm just like, what the hell? Like, somebody in Atlanta literally jumped off the 40th floor of the Marquis
today
at Marriott Hotel.
And there was a chemical explosion in Atlanta too, y'all. It looked AI, but it was real.
Yeah, but I'm like, I've seen that hotel so many times and I can't even imagine.
Yeah, same.
I'm not gonna lie, even the way those balconies are with the rooms around the wall,
I don't like
it's
that.
scary.
Yeah,
It's
no,
very scary.
yeah.
I've seen a video before, people playing around, like hanging on
And
the
I've
edge.
always
Why?
said that
Popular video where that guy was like, man, I'm finna jump. They're like, bro, what are you doing?
No, like that
I've
hotel
always
is
thought about
creepy.
that. Like,
That
when
hotel
would
is
somebody
very
just
creepy.
jump? In fact, somebody did. It's just like,
Yeah,
I don't
no.
know. This, but prayers all around. I don't know. What's going on.
Honestly, because even like honestly too, prayers for Asheville, North Carolina. Hurricane Helene came in with a vengeance and wiped the town completely out. I believe Georgia was affected as well.
Florida too, right?
Florida, but Asheville really took a beating.
Yeah, it was like a mudslide or something.
Yeah, like watching like the images and stuff on TikTok, social media, y'all, like, wow. I was shocked. I couldn't believe like this is what's going on. An area that people actually fled to like away from like Florida to get away from hurricane. It changed directions and hit Asheville. Like they didn't know that they were going to experience that, you know? And it just brings me to my next point, like, y'all, global warming.
Oh, that's what you want to say? I was going to say, y'all, we live in the last days. That's just what it feels like. The world's ending. I'm not gonna lie.
does.
I'm not gonna lie.
It
And I was
does.
Like,
in North
it's not even about
Carolina
natural
that-
disasters
does.
anymore, y'all. Just look
Yeah.
around. If you go to Revelations, there is not one thing in there that's not happening right now.
Yeah.
Down to the wars, down to the Palestine-Israel conflict.
Yeah. But like with the whole global warming thing, like basically people are like kind of scared because there are different areas. Like, for example, Asheville wasn't supposed to experience something like that. So places like, for example, Houston. What happens if a hurricane comes through and just like, you know what I'm saying?
In
like
Houston's like in the hurricane.
True, but like basically they're saying that like nobody's safe anywhere anymore.
Oh.
Basically, you know what I mean? Like not like the world is changing, the weather's changing. Like nobody's safe here. Like look at even Dallas. We could get hit with something and that wipes us out. Like anything is possible at this point. So I don't know. I just feel like these are conversations I feel like everyone should start having, just because it's like.
And I think too, it's because it's called hurricane season. So we know what happens every single year. And I feel like as time goes on, like depending on when was the last serious hurricane that people start to take it a little less serious. You know what I mean? And we have to always stay very vigilant, like during these times. Like we have to treat every potential hurricane like as something serious and have escape plan. Not to say that would change anything that happened in Asheville, but it's just like you have to take this type of stuff very seriously. Because like you told me earlier, Paulette, like people fled from certain towns to Asheville thinking that was going to be the safer route, and it ended up not being the safer route.
Like the hurricane shifted. Like that's crazy. Like I don't know. I just feel like too. Also, I feel like I don't know if it's like a government thing, having better plans put into place, because not everybody can afford to evacuate. Not everybody has the funds and means to pick up everything and leave their whole life behind, you know? So what are we doing to protect those individuals? Like, it just seems like they're just stuck. And like, literally there's no cell phone service in there, nothing. Like no one, like not, I haven't been seeing a lot of news coverage on it up until now. And it happened like a few days ago.
Yeah.
So.
But the problem is some people, it's like they get through so many hurricanes, they just become like kind of hardened to it. They don't see a reason to, because even when there was the hurricane that just went through Louisiana, and nobody really evacuated like that. And mind you, it did like kind of dial down as far as it went from like a category 1 to category 3, right back down to like a category 2, but nobody left. And I was like, dang, y'all still not scared? But I think after a while, it's kind of just like we get hit with so many hurricanes in a year that it's like, who's to say this is gonna be the bad one? We can't evacuate every single time,
right?
So
prayers for everyone that was affected by Hurricane Helen or Helene. You know, honestly, if y'all are able to... Huh?
Sorry, that's not funny. No, you said Hurricane Helen or Helene, and I was like, I feel you, because it's like, I've been thinking that this whole time. Which one is it? But that's not funny, sorry.
Prayers for everyone affected by Hurricane Helen or Helene, however you pronounce it. You know, our thoughts and prayers are with all the families affected. And honestly, if you're able to help, do what you have to do. Just, guys, like, stay prayed up.
Yeah.
Like what Michelle just said a few moments ago, like that's what it's kind of giving. So I don't know.
Okay, so that kind of brings me into the topic. Paulette mentioned earlier about like with the hurricane and people not being able to, just get up and go sometimes. And I think it's an underrated, financial stability really is an underrated blessing. Like it really is, because I'm not gonna lie, like, you know, people came from humble beginnings. Like I've not always been able to do certain things. So I want to know, okay, this is a drastic question, but I want to know, huh? What'd you say?
You heard me.
I did it.
Ask your question.
Okay. I want to know, if you were to have a kid right now, do you feel like you would be able to like be good,
Nope.
take care of the kids?
No.
Nope.
God, please, don't even.
Nope. And nope. And nope. Sorry, guys.
Really?
I don't want no baby.
No.
I don't know, baby.
Why are y'all okay?
The baby need a daddy first.
That's what I was gonna say. I'm not like, first of all, I'm not with
daddy.
anyone to be carrying child. So
Excuse me?
let's start there.
Yeah.
So I don't have help.
I don't even have my dogs full time.
And
Fuck.
and like, yes, I have family, but that's not my help. So
No,
I need a
that's
husband.
real.
What
Yeah.
the hell? I hate walking the dogs in the morning. That's why I don't have them. Imagine getting home from work and having to feed a child. Oh,
Bro,
no.
I send my dog home quick. I be like,
Dang.
yes, because
Yes,
sometimes
what?
it just gets a lot. Like I just be like,
Jori, what were you gonna say?
yeah.
This is gonna sound bad, but I'm too selfish for a kid right now. My
Yeah.
time is about me. I'm sorry. If I was to add a baby to that equation, that's crazy. Like the
But if you
way
were to-
I get up and move around, like I don't have time for a baby. So having a baby, it sounds crazy as hell right now.
It sounds like
I'm
it's
sorry.
No, the way
life altering.
That's not a sacrifice that I'm willing to find time for right now. I'm
no.
trying to find time for the things that I want to do in life. So to add a baby, like
to
no.
throw a baby in the mix is
Not right
crazy.
now.
Like,
No.
The way the grandma will be the baby. Listen, my mom will be on full duty. Okay. I don't got
yeah,
time.
no. Just to answer your question, I'm not. I don't even think about children.
Yeah, but you
For
know,
what?
if God blesses me with
No,
somebody who
I got
can provide,
you. My husband first. I want to talk about kids. I'm not gonna. Yeah.
really.
Well, it was
I'm
really
not
more
kids, but,
so
like,
about
this
the
time next
financial
year.
aspect of
And
it.
hopefully, I have a
like-
husband with it. You
yeah,
know?
yeah. That's why I was like, I feel like even if I made however much money,
Yeah.
I don't think there's a certain amount of money that I need to take care of a child. I think anybody can take care of a
Mental.
child with, with. And I've seen people do it with less.
Me
You know what I'm
too.
saying? I don't think
true.
so. I don't
Me
think
too.
it's a dollar amount that's gonna be like, okay, yeah, if I made this much, I could take care of a kid. I think it's a lot more than that. It's
Yeah.
it's the emotional support, the mental
Right.
support, the family support, like of a husband. So
But also, too, like, because I know you said people do, but I'm not gonna lie, money is a big factor.
Oh yeah,
for me
100%.
with kids. Like I don't want like y'all. I know this is actually like not realistic. I don't want to have a kid and have to like things drastically shift.
Change for you.
No,
Yeah.
I can't handle that. I don't
Yeah.
think I can.
Yeah.
And that's why I don't like talking about kids, because I don't think I can handle that.
Yeah.
So
No,
no.
I agree. Like, I think finance plays a big role because I keep seeing like TikToks of people like, oh, like watch me budget so and so's paycheck, and then you look at they make great money, and then it's like you throw in this daycare bill, and I'm just like, whoa,
Private school, $30,000.
Like, I was just saying. So I'm like, when you
tuition.
see what the costs are associated with it, it's like, dang, like I don't know if that's something that I'm willing to take on at this time right now. Like,
for a baby, I don't even want.
In this economy, oh no. That's like, shout out to everybody that's doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, shout out to y'all. But the question was asked, I just.
no, the question was asked to me.
You know what I'm saying?
No, the thing is, I agree because they are a lot of y'all actually doing it.
No.
Like when you are faced with that challenge,
And
like
doing it well.
you welcome that blessing.
Yeah,
and
I love
shout
that
out
for
to
you.
you, but
It makes
given
it look
the choice
easy.
to decide.
Yeah,
no.
me, I don't think I'm able, not saying I am. God has blessed me. I am able, not right now.
But I will say, I was talking to somebody about this actually, and I pretty much said the same thing. Like, you know what? I really feel like I'm extremely selfish. I'm not gonna lie, and I'm not a selfish person, but I'm very selfish with my time. So a lot of times, like for even with my dog, like there's some times where like I'll just put my dog in a cage because like I don't want to take care of another person at this time and moment. So it's like just go to the cage, sleep for like an hour or two. That's just how I feel personally, and you can't do that with a person. And the person I was talking to was just like, I know you feel that way now. She's like, but trust me, when you have a child,
It's gonna shift.
it's gonna change. It's
that's
gonna be
what I was
almost
like,
automatic.
I know myself.
But I do think about that a lot. Like I do think if I was to actually have a child, that mindset would shift. But at the same time,
like,
I'm enjoying the selfishness.
I'm selfish now because I want to be like.
Yeah.
I know
To be.
the thing is, I think it's a given for all of us. It would change, and because I know that, and I don't want that right now. It's okay for me to be a little
feel me?
selfish and say not right now.
And honestly, it's okay for me
not
to be
okay.
very thorough in this.
So
I
let me
don't
ask
want a
y'all-
kid.
Let me
right
ask
now.
y'all a question. Do you feel like y'all are scared too?
I'm not scared to be anybody's mama.
Okay, Tony.
Sorry, no, I'm just saying. Like, I ain't scared. Sorry, that came off.
She
way.
said you can call me anything,
No.
but don't call me scared.
Don't call me a mama.
Yeah, no,
That's
if
what
that came off. Sorry if that came off way. I'm just saying, like, I'm not scared to be a mom. It's just I don't want to be a mom right now.
Okay.
I'm just saying because it's like
You're getting so passionate.
because
but I'm asking.
Hold on, we live in a world where we have a platform. We speak about stuff. I don't want to be attacked for how I feel. I don't want to be a mom right now because it's just not in my bandwidth to be a mom.
Who's gonna attack you? Because the way they attack
You
single
feel me?
mothers and people,
But no,
who
I
get
still have to
pregnant,
like put my stance down. Like, hey guys, like it's just me. I'm not speaking for all the women in the world.
No, yeah, and the only reason I asked because I've had that feeling before. That's why I asked, like, do you feel like you guys are scared? Because I feel like a lot of it for me is scared. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I feel like the way my life is, like, as a 30-year-old woman, I'm just now getting used to it. So I
Right.
feel like to add something in like that. That's drastically gonna change my life. That scares me. Like I don't like I will admit that. Like I'm not gonna like I just think that it's too big of a change for me to take lightly. To just be like, okay, you know what? Like wake up in the morning and be like, okay, yeah, like if I was to snap my fingers and have kids, absolutely I would. But I feel like the thought process behind it freaks the fuck out of me. So that's why I was asking. Like, and like I sound like you guys. So that's why I was asking. Like, are y'all scared? Because like I do. Like I'm like I'm like
I guess you could say a little bit. I think it's just a challenge I'm not ready to accept yet, and it's okay.
But I'll be honest, I'm actually not scared to have kids.
Yeah, no, I just don't want the challenge right now.
Because as much as I say like I'm selfish, like I mean I would like a kid.
Yeah,
just not now.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
yeah.
No,
but I know I'll be a really good mom. So
no, and,
I mean, I think everybody here would be a really good mom. I really do.
I just don't see it for me right now.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like,
I think. Sorry, but in regards to you being scared, I feel like for like people in general, like we always feel like we have to get to a certain point to live life. You know what I mean? And I feel like for me, when I have thought about the times, like, okay, I'm a little scared because I'm not exactly where I want to be per se, or I'm not doing this or that. It's just like life's never going to line up the way I expect it to align. You know what I mean? So that scary feeling kind of left me because I'm just like, what's meant to happen is going to happen on God's timing. So like, I can't be scared about it. Do I want it right now? No. But if it was to happen, then at this point, like,
well,
like
but y'all also
couch.
like in life planning, right? Like obviously, like for women that are in their 30s, like this is something that has crossed my mind before. Also because like just little things have crossed my mind before. My sister got married earlier this year. And she was the first person in my immediate family to get married. So certain things have never crossed my mind, like marriage and how like you want your wedding to go. Like certain things have never crossed my mind, right? So when I think about this stuff now, I'm like, okay, obviously like as a woman in her 30s, I'm just like, it's going to have to happen in this decade. And I just feel like, and this decade it's not that long. Like, I mean, it is, but it's at the same time, it's not. And I'm like, dang, like the amount of things like, if I don't figure it out by next, it would have to shift. I'm just like, I don't know. Because like, okay, let's say like, if I want to have a baby in the next 3 years, then okay, I can't buy that house in whatever that I wanted to, or I can't buy this beach house that I wanted to buy, or maybe I would have to like, or what if I want to go back to school? Okay, like where do I fit a baby in the next 3 years or 4 years? And school is going to be the next 3 or 4 years. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know.
Can I say something towards that? I think in this world, that's the issue in this world. We are planning things behind things that we have not even conquered yet. I'm not planning, like me personally, the life I want right now, I'm not thinking about a family because I don't got a family to think about. I don't have like these things, like the different variables that you've like talked about. I don't even think about it right now because I'm not in that place right now. Yes, it does cross my mind, but like, you gotta live your life for today. You can't be living like, yes, you can live your life for like 10 years from now, but at the same time, it's like all these pressures.
Well, I don't think it's pressures. What I'm saying is that like, we're not in our 20s anymore. So that frivolously
you
living.
You can buy a $2 coupe and then you have a baby the next day.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and then it's like, what? Obviously, you changed then, but it's still just like those are things that you need to think about now.
But like kind of Jori said, like life is gonna happen. You know what I mean? Life is going to happen. At the end of the day, what God's timing, life will happen. But I'm just saying, like, just enjoy your life. If you have a property you want to get it. Like, it shouldn't be the idea of something stopping you from doing something. That's just where I'm at in life. Like, it just, you know what I mean? Like, that's just me in the just not specifically talking to you. I'm just saying in general, like, I feel like we miss out on so many things because it's like, oh, but when this happens, it's like, but it hasn't happened yet, so why are you not doing it? Like, you're not married yet, so go move to Europe and live your life. Like, you're not married yet.
Like, the time gonna pass.
Yeah,
anyway.
and before you know it, you're 35, looking back on like, dang, I missed all these opportunities because of the idea of being married, and you're not married. Yeah, that's the scary part.
No, it's so crazy because that's what happened to that girl who, you hear about that girl? She quit her job to go on Love Island, to go on Love is Blind.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah. And they even
ruin it.
Oh, well, no, I'm not going to say the end, but they even asked her, I mean, she kind of split it first up, but they even asked her, like, do you want to come back? Like, we'll even, like, keep your spot vacant. Like, you don't even have to, like, quit. We'll just, here, if you want to come back. And she was like, no, because, like, I don't want this job to hold me back. Like, I'm willing to move wherever my husband is going to take me.
I feel that. Yeah. I actually feel that. I actually feel that.
I don't.
Who
asked her a reality show?
Or keep feeling it? No, because it was her job. Like when she left her job, they told her like, "Are you sure you want to leave? Like so pretty much she's a doctor and she works at a hospital.
She's a doctor.
She works at a hospital.
She's a doctor.
Yes. And so
I need to see that in writing. Yeah, that girl is a doctor.
She's a doctor, and she left the hospital. They even said like, we can keep your job for a year. You can just leave if you want to come back. Your job's still waiting for you. Do you want to? And she said no. She goes, no, I want to leave. I want to keep my mind.
But at the same time, she's a doctor. She can get a job anywhere.
She can go anywhere. That's different. She can go anywhere.
Yeah.
But it's like,
so I
mean, but I have a question though. Like, what's the flex in not saying I'm not going to come back in a year? Can't she just a year later, if she wants to come back, she can, and now she doesn't? Like, why decline it in advance?
That's what I'm saying.
She can decline it after the fact.
You can always.
Was she just trying to stand on business?
No, because I think she was so sure. It's kind of like what Paulette was saying. She was so sure that she was going to go on this opportunity, which is Love is Blind, find her husband, and she's like, I don't want to be, because they come from all parts of the world. She was like, I don't want to be tied down to the job. I'm ready to move wherever my husband lives, and I'm ready to accept this experience fully.
Yeah, see, in that instance, I'm not gonna lie, I would have kept my job on the table, like, because that's a reality show. That's not like, it could go left or right, like it, I don't know if my point applies to that, because it can go left or right, like, you don't know.
I feel like I can be,
what if you got eliminated the first day you step foot on set?
Financial stability
job is gone.
Financial stability means a lot to me. So even no matter how much I want to find my husband and I'm so sure of it, there's nothing wrong with keeping my job on the line just in case, because I can decline it later. And at that point, y'all know why I left. So it shouldn't be any bad blood if I then, after the fact, say, you know what? I did find my husband. I'm not going to come back. Thank you for allowing me the opportunity to come back if I needed to, but I'm not. Financial stability in this climate, guys, I'm not playing around with that. I'm not, especially behind a reality TV show. And then
also, too, like, you want to keep that relationship. Like, now it's like you left this job behind a reality show that you probably, from what I'm hearing, you didn't excel in. So, like, you know what I'm saying? It's just like,
because imagine if it does take, that is going to be what the headlines that come out after the fact that, it didn't work and she quit her job behind him. Like, they're going to run with that headline.
And when you come back to they will remind you. Those are the headlines. See, guys, that's how I found not what I'm speaking towards, because I'm not saying, like, drop everything and run on an idea.
Mind you, I don't know if she ended with the guy. But
yeah, I'm not saying that, but
that's wild.
Oh, guys, that's a different conversation.
But okay, while we're on the topic of financial stability, I do want to know, like, again, with being older than we were in our 20s, like, what do y'all feel like is the biggest difference between, like, being a lot more financially stable now than how it was, like, back in your 20s?
Having a big girl job, like a big girl job.
Yeah.
That's kind of, and like being able to live on my own, have like freedom and an open mind to actually pursue the things that I actually want to do without any limitations or restrictions. So, that's kind of the difference. And then also I'm not in school anymore. That was also another school, man.
That's a very literal answer.
I'm just
Like,
saying.
and why did you even respond that way? Like, I asked you.
Yo, all right. My professionalism is my professionalism. Okay.
They were good answers.
Thank you.
Repeat the question again.
You said, what's the difference between, I guess, the money you're making now than back then?
No, how life was versus, like, with you being a lot more financially stable now, like, how is life now versus, like, how it was before?
I feel like it's the preview that everybody gives to you that says about 30s. Like, 30s is just somewhere lived because you've lived life and you're established. And I feel like that's what it feels like to me. Like, I can truly enjoy life because I have the stability to live the life that I want instead of figuring out where am I going to be. Like, when you're younger, you're trying to really figure it out. And at this point, at the age of 30, like, you've kind of had to figure out, I'm not saying you do, but you have a little bit more sense of peace and you can enjoy the money that you make and live the life the way you want to.
But I don't know. Something about that recklessness of being in your 20s just hit different. There's some stuff that I can't even do because I'm just
I wouldn't do
how
it.
was I living life like that?
Like
living life on the edge.
I feel like it's instilled like a different level of confidence in me. Like, and that's what I mean by like, okay, what do you feel like in your life was different? Like for me, it's just like a confidence thing. Like just being able to just, not even talk with your chest, but like just being able to actually just the things that you say you want to do, actually do them. And I think like that has just made life just a little bit worth more.
Yeah.
I think I like this little
basically.
No, honestly, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm enjoying my 30s though. They're cool.
No, for sure.
And at the end of y'all, everyone, it's so crazy because I remember when I was like 22, 23, watching like older cousins like in their 30s, and it's like, it's just a number. Like you are only as old as you feel. I'll be real with you. I'm in my 30s. I'm gonna give you the exact age. But I feel like I'm 21. Like I like the way I feel. I feel like I'm like a newborn 21-year-old. That's kind of crazy. We're the new adults.
Imagine being 70 and you still have the same mind. Like,
that's
damn,
okay.
Be childish as hell.
It's not about, no, I don't even want to say child. It's just,
I'm childish.
That's
now.
what keeps people young is your mindset, how you feel. Like, that's why I say you're only as old as you feel. Like, at the end of the day, like, there are people in their 50s and 60s and they move like they're in their 30s because it's like, at the end of the day, just because I'm 50 and 60 does not mean now, like, what, I'm elderly? No. I'm young. I'm just 50 and 60. Like, it's just a number. I'm not.
I think, like Michelle said earlier, too, is like, the time is going to pass anyways. You know what I mean?
Enjoy yourself.
And, like, time is going to pass anyway. And I feel like everyone lives, like, such different lives. Like, when we think about, like, when we were younger and, like, in college and older people were in school, but they were still finishing. Like, they went back and they went to school. And there are people who are our age who are thinking, like, dang, I want to go back again. And people are like, okay, I know people who went back and became a lawyer at 35 or 40. So it's like people literally walk different lives. And if you want to change, whether you went back to school in your 30s or you want to go back to school again later in your life, like, you're okay to switch whatever path you want because that degree, whatever it is, whatever you're looking for, the time is going to pass. So are you going to pass it doing what you are thinking about doing? Or are you going to just let the time go by aimlessly? Like,
period. My mom literally got her MP in her 50s. Like,
girl, like,
you can do anything.
Just like that. There was a tweet that went viral that was like, I love when people start their lives over at different points in life. And she gave all these different ages. And it's like, dang, like at 30, it's so crazy. I was talking to a doctor the other day. He was an engineer and for all his 30s, he became a doctor at 40. And when I say this man is doing so many different things,
so
like
lit to me.
He like so many different things that's a cross breed between engineering and being an actual medical doctor. He was like, yeah, he kind of just got bored and like, I want to study medicine. I was just like, dang, that's actually kind of lit. Like,
it reminds me of Benjamin Button because that quote at the end always stuck with me when he says, "Never be too scared to start your life over." Like Benjamin Button literally just lived so many different lives, and it's just like I don't know why we're afraid to, but it's like you said earlier, if you want to live in Europe for a year, go do it. Like you only get to live this life once, like only once. Like why not do everything that you thought that you can do, anything that you wanted to? At least say that you tried and you couldn't. At least say you tried and you couldn't. Because imagine saying you never tried.
Like, even, like, I'll speak for myself. Like, I look at, like, different career areas I've been in. I'm just like, wow, like, to be my age.
Done.
Bro, I'm
Paulette Keeper. Stay with a job in a new area of job. Like, I don't really care. But I feel like now where I'm at in life, like, I'm even like, I'm changing again.
Yeah.
Because why not?
But
like,
even think about the jobs we had in college, bro.
Hey.
Like, the jobs we had in college was crazy till now.
Because I be talking about some
I was
people,
a babysitter.
to people, and I just be like, you know what? I just be doing shit sometimes. Honestly, I'm not even mad at
doing
it.
shit.
like, literally, like.
I'm not even mad at it because.
And it's so crazy. That's why I'm like, yeah, even now I just think I'm like, gosh, like doing it again, but it's like you can do it. Like,
What's the craziest job y'all had?
Huh?
What's the
Craziest
craziest job? Yeah.
210 hands down.
210.
Really?
Working at a Spanish sports bar? That was a different life.
Or maybe Wildfish, because Wildfish is a
Actually,
weird time.
I want to
You
work
used to
there
tell
so
us
bad.
some funny stuff about that.
Wildfish
you
is a
did.
crazy time.
Yeah,
actually.
no. 210 was crazy for me because, yeah, they used to do a lot of things that were just not correct and went against my morals. But
I think,
okay.
and it's not even crazy. I think it's just getting to see the other side of like voting and stuff like that. When we was doing that voting, in San Antonio,
That was what I was gonna say.
I'm not gonna say too much. I'm just gonna say like being a part of a campaign and seeing the stuff that goes on behind the scenes is actually really crazy.
We're going to talk about it.
No,
Why not?
Why
Like, we're going to, like, y'all learn
Cross
how to
that
talk.
election.
No, let's actually talk about it. We don't have to give super details.
Yeah,
Let's
okay,
talk about it. So in college, we all had like a side hustle. It was so crazy because this was everybody's like senior year. We were already kind of
Everyone
like
got
on
put
our way out.
individually. Like,
Yeah, we were already kind of on our way out. Like our senior year, my senior year was so
epic.
lit. I'm not gonna
Epic
lie,
beyond-
because we moved. Okay, we went to UTSA. We moved right across the street from UTSA to like the most, the nicest
Avalon.
We moved to the nicest apartments on campus.
We went out in style.
Yeah,
did,
when I
literally.
And so everybody was like, they worked at a sports bar. I worked at a sports bar. We worked at two totally different sports bars, but that's another story for another day. Then we all got this side hustle.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
We all got this side hustle.
Everyone got on it.
And it was part of a campaign for, I don't even remember the election, but it was some election in San Antonio. But we're not going to say. But it was some election in San Antonio. So we all got this side job. And y'all, I don't know what they wanted us to do. Actually, nobody knows what they wanted us to do because what we did was collected a check and went home.
Literally,
we literally
collecting a check.
signed up paperwork, went home, went to sleep, and gave them their. At the end of the day, we had to give them their device back, bruh. We were collecting a check every single. It was crazy.
I have to tell the part where when I remember, I think I got on after you, and like I remember me and Michelle lived together, and so I remember I got the device, and like y'all, something happened, and I got off internet, like it just stopped registering.
And mind you, we used to pick up the devices and go to like the NAACP meetings, stuff
like
off campus.
we were just everywhere. And mind you, where you have to deliver the device is on east side of San Antonio, so that is far
we were on
away
the north
from
side.
UTSA.
Yeah.
So thank you. And so I remember the internet wiped off, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like. I mean, I have class, like I can't go back. Like we already picked up the stuff. Like, what do you do? So finally, like we're working off her device. So finally, we get back to dropping off our device, and like I made up this story, like, oh my gosh, something happened, the connection faded, so we just did it off her phone. He was like, why did you not come back?
He said, why did you just come back? We were like,
and I was like, well, because like this and that. He looked at me, went back to his chair, his computer, came back. He said, hey, next time, you need to come back to the office. We're watching. I was like, watching what?
There's GPS in the phones.
I was like, what GPS?
Yeah, they gave us what was it? Cricket flip phones.
Yeah, they were like little wannabes.
I don't know, but we literally used to. We weren't doing what we were supposed to do. We would just take the phones and go do whatever around the entire city of San Antonio and just collect the check, and then come back and be like, here's your device back.
Literally, they're like, oh my God, good job. And then like we even got invited to like
bro,
guys, I'm not living.
Who was the initial person that got on?
We went to the election party.
Put so many people
He
on.
put everybody on.
He did not. We put him on.
No, he's the one that's been doing it.
He was.
Y'all put him on.
What? I remember
How
when
did
we
we
put him
find
on.
out about that job? Because I
don't know.
remember.
Was it Jori?
No, he was the one who was doing it with his friends.
Was it? Because I remember.
No,
it was not him.
He was the one that did it with his friend, and that's how we all got y'all. Because I didn't stumble on that.
Oh, I think
he's the one that put us on, and then that's when we individually started adding everybody on. Like
but that's weird because no, it wasn't him. I think someone else put him on, but we got put on together.
But yeah, he put us on. Like I mean, shout out to him though, because like that was a nice little check.
I think that was the craziest job, and it's not even like nothing. It was just like
didn't seem real.
It didn't seem real, and we were college students, so just like that kind of bread was just like, why? How is this happening?
And like it was so crazy because the office was right next to 210.
Oh yeah, it was.
Yeah.
That's how y'all found it. That's how y'all discovered.
Oh my gosh.
That means it's sinking. That's crazy.
Oh
They
my
saw
gosh,
us.
that means the sinking is crazy.
And that's a throwback too.
Yeah, but I said to say, y'all, do not let this don't let this influence y'all. If you are part of canvassing right now, we need you.
We do.
We need you.
For this
We
election.
need Kamala
that.
to win this election. So I need y'all to take y'all's canvassing efforts very seriously. Make
Oh,
sure
no.
you get out the votes.
Girl, the
It wasn't a presidential
Y'all,
election.
canvassing
We'll say
has
that.
changed since we canvassed. Girl,
You know, smartphones a little bit.
What's something that you do that you didn't realize was like a broke habit?
Baby, I kept all my broke habits if I have them because
yeah, because that's how
you gotta
water
save a buck
in
to
the
keep
soap.
a book.
dishwashing soap. You
Oh,
can't.
I hate that. Oh my.
You know what?
I don't
Black
do- I-
people.
You know, I do that, but I believe that when you put the water in, you're supposed to use it all right then and there.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Don't fill it up and try to use it
Oh,
for a
no,
week.
no, 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 no,
A Philip is crazy.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
It's just a little, but you know what's crazy? I use the squeeze one, so you can't do that anymore. Like, there's a new, Dawn has this little squeeze one, you can't put
Oh yeah, I put mine. I have a.
yeah, you can't put water, but like, that, I mean, I don't like that broke habit. I don't like how that sounds.
Yeah.
I don't like how that sounds. Let's not do that.
Let's say what
A way you used to save money.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
as
What's
broke
a-
habit?
a frugal habit.
Yeah,
How
a
about that?
frugal habit.
Frugal
Yeah.
habit.
I mean,
Oh my gosh, when we was young, you know what the crazy part is? I used to think we was poor growing up. It was just a lot of us. It's just 5 kids, bro. 5 kids,
it's
food
a
go
lot.
fast. You know, that's just a lot.
It's a lot.
So growing up, and my parents used to be gone a lot. So my sister used to kind of like basically raise us. So she used to like ration our milk. So the milk didn't go fast, or whatever.
Right.
Because if not, we'd be like, more milk, more milk. So she would give us all like a bowl, a cup of milk, whatever. So to make the milk stretch, I used to pour water in it.
there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, no.
Nothing wrong with that.
Because there's a lot of things that,
Can't do that now though.
bro, I don't know. There's a lot of things now that I wouldn't like. It's not a frugal like. I still eat noodles to this day. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I
that's
love a
a
good
bit-
Indomie.
what's
I
happening?
love a good Indomie.
You act like it's not.
I can't lie. I love a good Indomie.
Is
like,
ramen not a
I ate
restaurant?
ramen growing up. I didn't eat Indomie growing up.
I'm
not.
not.
I
Only
eat
ramen
Indomie
is
now.
Yeah, me
$18.
too. Yeah, that's my noodles.
like
Indomie.
Marichan.
Yeah.
Oh, I love Marie-Sean. I'm not gonna lie. I like them more than
I think I eat. Yeah, I buy the Indomie one.
I like Indomie. I would not eat Marichan today.
Really?
Yes,
Oh,
I like
yeah, I'm not gonna-
Indomie. You
Indomie
don't have to
noodles
put that. You don't have
don't
to
taste
just
that
use
good.
the regular pack. Use the
Oh,
pack of
see-
seasoning, and that's it. Like everything
Oh,
else.
really?
trash.
Yeah. Oh,
I have to
I
fry it,
barely
add
even
vegetables.
use. I barely even use. I season my y'all. Those seasonings taste disgusting. I'm not gonna lie.
You know me. I'm putting crayfish. Like, what am I doing at this point? I can make rice.
Yeah, no.
But no. I mean, I don't know if this is. I don't want to call this frugal, but I'm very big on couponing. I coupon everything.
Oh, yeah.
Before I
That's
buy
actually really
something,
good.
I will look and see if a coupon's available. Like, that's just me. Like, I grew up couponing. My dad and dad, because he loved reading the newspaper, he used to coupon a lot.
Yeah.
And he was the one that used to tell us, like, hey, like, you know, evil man. Like, there's coupon,
Yeah.
like, take the coupon. I'm like, yeah.
I'll find a coupon when I'm buying something online, like shopping.
No,
but like
girl, I've
actual
saved like
regular-
over hundreds of dollars of couponing in the grocery
Really?
store.
Really? That's
I
crazy.
coupon.
I wish I could
Don't play
come on. I
those
just
games. Groceries are too expensive to be trying to pay full
a lot
price.
of work.
Yeah.
I do price matches. Go to Aldi's, y'all. Get those price match it over at your next grocery store. They do
Really?
that. Target price matches.
I
I
think
used to reuse Ziploc bags too.
You know what's crazy?
Yeah.
I just
I tried to do that because I just feel like I use a lot of plastics and it's kind of wasteful, but it's hard to wash them.
yeah. So I used. That's what I was like. I just throw them away.
Oh
But
yeah, because
I
What
used
were
to
you
just
saying?
reuse them.
I was gonna say, like, I think something that I definitely do now is like I don't spend money like really eating out. Like I used to just cash in my credit card points for cash. And I was like, why am I doing that? Because I'm paying bills out of that account. And so I never really seen the cash back. You know what I mean? So I was like, I started cashing in my points for like gift cards to
Groceries.
restaurants and stuff like that. Because I'm just like, I don't want to like, I was, you know what I mean? Like, it just feels like a treat because I don't really eat out a lot anymore now anyway. So I'm just like, using gift cards for that actually makes me feel like, dang, like, I don't know. I have to spend money anyway. So it's
Right.
like,
No,
I might
I
as well
feel
cash
that.
that points in for something else so
No,
I
I
don't
feel
have to spend
that.
my money on things I really shouldn't be spending my money on.
No, I feel
So,
that.
If I don't have a gift card, I'm not eating it.
Yeah. I like that. I like that idea.
Yeah.
Not gonna think another way I save money.
Have you ever been on a date? Because,
Yes.
What?
I think they use the coupon.
No. I was gonna say just because like you knew that was your way of eating, or like you was like,
No.
okay, you know what, this is gonna be a good meal. Like,
No.
Oh. No, sorry, my parents.
I'm gonna go home and get my hot meal from the Agoo house.
I'm gonna call.
I mean, but it's common, y'all. It's very common. There's a lot of girls who do that.
And that, you know what's crazy?
There's a lot
like,
of girls who do that.
Can I tell you something? I really be listening on conversation. I just like, wow, you know what? Wow. I thank God for like just how I was brought up in a sense, and just how certain things I just won't allow myself to experience, because the fact that you said that there are people doing that, I could not, my pride wouldn't let me do that. I will go home.
I mean, but I think it
was
definitely like a young girl thing. Like, I don't think people are doing it now to survive, but I think that.
Oh, so you mean like not in a way to survive, but just to like try new places?
No, she said to eat because you couldn't eat.
Oh, just because you know what?
I didn't say because you couldn't eat. Because I've
the
done
boy
that
behind
before.
your question.
Like,
Oh, that's what I thought you meant. Because I mean, when you're younger, I feel like, think about it. If you know that like you're making what, like $15 an hour,
you're not going to.
You're not
Del Frisco's.
You're not going to go to Del Frisco. So if
Right.
a guy invites you there, you may not really like him. It's like, oh, let me try Del Frisco.
Yeah.
That's what I thought she meant.
Is that what you meant?
That's exactly what I meant. Yeah.
Run that tape back. That is not what your question
I thought you
meant.
meant because they couldn't afford.
That's what,
Yeah,
that's
that's
what
why I
I
was
got. I'm
like,
like, I
wait.
never. Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I think okay, I will say that when I was younger, I definitely could get like convinced to go on a date simply because the restaurant sound nice.
Yeah.
Now I can take myself to a nice restaurant. So it's like,
Yeah.
that'd be
yeah, now it's like
because before Ruth Chris, baby, that sound like fine dining to me. Now Ruth Chris, I'm like happy hour or not.
Exactly. But it's so crazy because I feel like, I don't know, I feel like we might have a different perspective on all of these, because even like we've always like gone to like restaurants and like even people always tell y'all spend money like drug dealers. Like we've always gone and like got mad drinks, right? And people always, you know, people always say that we were like in college.
When we all turned 21, y'all, all we did was happy hour. like we're gonna go to happy hour, get drinks. Like people looked at us like we were living like grown women.
No,
like
literally
every day.
People were just like, oh, you and your bougie friends. We're just like, damn, we're just
Are we
going out to
bougie?
eat.
We're just y'all. You know what? Honestly.
So I feel like that's what
Sometimes it ain't on you, it's in you.
Our
So,
perspective is a little bit different because we've always done things like okay, going out to restaurants, like getting whatever you wanted at the restaurant. It doesn't matter how much
Living
your
up our
account.
means.
You know what I mean?
We them bitches.
We out living up. Say it again, Michelle. Honestly,
Yeah.
That's what it was.
Then the check to get it right back. Because literally,
exactly what it was.
y'all, like, I remember working at 210 and like, the way I was spending money, then all of a sudden, oh, we're going to South by Southwest this week. Okay, cool. Make all this money just to go blow it. Oh my gosh, don't even talk about it. The boards. Don't fucking talk about it.
Hey, what?
I got scammed in Austin with the boards game.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, that was
You had money
that
to
was,
blow like that.
That was
He was
crazy.
Pulled out 400.
Remember, Obi's brother was like, "Y'all about to do what?" We're like,
Oh my gosh,
the
just in peace,
spirit of
Elika.
like greed is on the block. Like
No,
crazy.
when I tell you, it was so
Ooh.
crazy because like we were literally watching them and literally it's like their eyes glazed over. Like glazed over. Like you could not tell them anything. At one point, even he was Prince saying like, it does not matter. Like, it's a trick board. It's a trick board. Do not. Here go Diane. Oh, he said matching $400, matching $400. You gotta show money to get money. So pretty much he was saying like, because they played, they won.
Sorry.
The $400. He's like, well, you have to show me $400 in order to get $400 because you can't bet money that you don't have. Pulled out $400 at the ATM. Oh my God. Why would you pull out $400 at the ATM and then he tell you double or nothing and you're playing? We said, excuse me,
and y'all,
excuse me,
and y'all, like y'all,
and lost it.
I have sharp eyes. I saw that ball. I was watching it. I pointed to it was empty. I was like,
when I tell you we screamed.
what the fuck?
That's I remember it was Prince. He said today is when I realized that gambling is an addiction. It's
And
evil.
can I be honest with y'all?
He said there was a spirit that was going around the circle, and I was like, I believe
And
it.
after that is why I don't like.
Yeah.
When I lost that, I was just like, the way this money was so easy to look. You know how hard it was to make it?
Something of a
No
no
way.
When I tell you, everybody would walk up and be like, "Don't do it." And next thing you know, they're pulling money out.
Yeah.
I'm like, what's
And before you know it, they all were in on it, and they were scamming us.
$800 down, y'all, at South by Southwest in college.
Can you imagine?
Do y'all know anybody who personally who had a gambling addiction?
Oh,
Yes, I
absolutely.
do.
Everybody, excuse me. All y'all winning all these plays.
Oh, yeah.
y'all are
Yeah.
addicted.
I think the boards game on the pandemic.
No, living in Miami where there was a lot of casinos, I know about 3 people who were banned from the casino.
Wow,
And
really?
yeah, because they had a gambling addiction. So when you actually are banned, and they make you take classes, they make you do a lot of stuff before you can actually get back in.
It's not
Yeah,
that
You can
deep.
get back in.
Before you can
You don't
get
need to get back in. You should
And
be
it's
banned for
crazy 'cause
life.
I
They
met
said,
a
get your
guy-
money up and you can return.
Bro, no, it's not even that. They just want you to be healthy. Even in the there's a lot of
Gambling's not
signs. If
healthy.
you go to the casino, there's a lot of signs of like, if you have an issue, call this number or whatever. So yeah, I know a lot of people who were addicted, and they were so
That's
crazy because there was
crazy.
this one. Was I on? I don't know where I was. Oh, I was in the Bahamas, and this guy was saying that whenever he lands back in Miami in a couple of days, he said his gambling, his hold or whatever is over. He was like, so tonight's gonna be big. So he was gambling at the resort and everything, and like, yeah, I don't know.
Oh, I actually do know something.
Yeah,
he lost. I think like $2 million.
Oh
Yeah,
no!
That's wild.
You need to just go sit
That's
down
wild.
somewhere.
Hey, why you can't talk to me while you was up? Like,
No, for real. Telling you
I'm
when you down.
screaming.
No, like,
dude.
I'm like, no shade to him, but like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I personally know somebody who was addicted to gambling. I'm like, were they ever up? I feel like they're always living on a
never-
high,
yeah,
and
it's
money
like
is
they're
coming
chasing
so
the
fast
thrill.
and so quick and fast. I'm like, I don't know if you were ever really up. I think you experienced a handful of money, and then you got crazy with it, and your life dwindled. Because I saw the way this person was living, and I'm like, this is crazy that all of your money is going towards your gambling.
Yeah.
No, facts. And the way he was trying to explain it, he was just like, well, at the end of the day, like, all these people are rich off of gambling. Like, it is an income. And I was like, no, it's a rich man's sport. Like, you're using it as your income, and that's your problem. Like,
Yeah, it should be a
people
hobby.
have a whole, like, their budget, like $20,000 to the side just to gamble. It's fucking money. Either they can win it or they can lose it.
Right.
But you're putting in your savings,
Yeah.
hoping that you get money back. That's different.
Yeah,
Like, I
wh-
feel like when you start gambling money that you can't lose, you're an addict.
I remember I went on Carnival Cruise and like, y'all, I was like, my it was Nikki's older sister. She was like, oh yeah, let's just go to the casino. I was like, all right, cool. Y'all, like, I said I will only do $20 because no. There was a machine. The gambling places are not even made for people to win. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like they know what they're doing. There was like this machine where like you can just play like $1 and you use a clamp to pick up stacks of money. Y'all,
How many
there was a
dollars
stat-
did you lose?
all 20. Because like there was one. No,
It's kind of like that coin machine at Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah,
where
I just knew. I'm like,
push
this
a quarter
is not
into
set up
push-
for someone to win. And then it had a picture of the person that last one. This is not a real winner. He did not win. Like I was going after this big boy, and like every time it will do, and then take. I'm like, no. This should be clamping it. Like I'm using math and everything in this, and it should be clamping. Why is it not clamping? Because I'm not supposed to.
See,
win.
you ain't learned from the
No,
boards.
you ain't learned from the boards, bro.
But-
Matter of fact, I learned at a young
are
age
rigged.
at Chuck E.
We are
Cheese.
rigged.
There's a machine where you keep putting coins in, it's gonna push all the coins to the front, and you never ever
thing is,
get the coins.
You can look at that machine and see, if you look at the machine and see all those coins that
Yeah.
are still left and still
Yeah.
put yours in there, you're done.
Yeah, but it's like after that I realized I'm not a gambler because
Yeah.
I was so angry after I was like, and it's just $20. I was looking in that room. There was a man that was in there all day,
But
all
some people
day
winning.
smoking and just pressing that button. I'm like, damn. I don't know. That's a deal.
Gambling
can't
makes
do
people do
it.
crazy stuff. But I said it before in this podcast. I had somebody call me asking for money and then lied and turned around and came back talking about, oh, I just hit big. No, you didn't.
No, you did.
No, you didn't. Like,
'Cause
you
that
want my
interest on
money
that
to
big
gamble,
boy.
and that's crazy that you would ever pick up the
That's
phone and ask me
crazy.
for money to gamble with.
That don't ever get that deep.
No.
Do you feel like there's a certain pressure to like maintain your
No.
life?
Okay, I was like, girl, like I remember that story.
No, I got off the phone. I said, let me look into it. He called back, are you sending it? No, the fact that you double called
okay.
is
I was like,
crazy.
that's-
Like,
okay,
you were
okay.
down bad to
Yeah.
double call. You should have got the
Okay.
hint when I didn't call back
And
the
then he
first
said like
time.
somebody robbed him or something like that. The story was
Say y'all
interesting.
Yeah.
for money.
Huh?
That thing.
You said what?
Have you ever done what for money?
No, I said
That's
it's
something
a-
strange for a little bit of change.
No, I didn't. I said I'm gonna tell y'all who called and asked me for money. That's what I said.
Oh.
But yeah. The question was, do y'all feel like there's pressure to maintain like the lifestyle you have now?
I'm not gonna lie. I don't.
Maintain.
What lifestyle? I'm working
not
towards the
know.
lifestyle.
Yeah, excuse me. Maintain.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Don't go from here. Okay?
Yeah,
We're not
don't get me
maintaining
wrong.
this.
Like, I'm not where I want to be in 2024
Yeah,
right now, but I am going to get there by God's grace, right? So I don't. I'm surviving. I'm working hard. I'm not gonna. I don't. Maybe I should say. Your questions kind of confused me because I don't know what lifestyle you're talking
I think
about.
there's a lifestyle that I'm building for, but the lifestyle I have now, I'm going to maintain this. Like, I can't go backwards. Like, okay, I can't make less money. I can't go back. Like, I'm going to do whatever I can to stay here and elevate. Not necessarily stay here, but like, I can never go backwards.
But what's crazy? I do know people that like, they were making like 6-figure jobs and they went back because they're just like, the stress and shit behind it's just not worth it. You know, it can never be me.
Yeah, like
there's nothing wrong with that, but I feel like it depends on where people place money. And like I said earlier, financial stability is very high on the list of things that Jori needs. So while I understand taking step backs for certain things to build towards something, if I'm going to take a step back, it's because I'm building towards something that's going to get me higher than what I left to begin with. Like I'm not going to just take a step back 100%. And do nothing. So it's like, yeah, that's a no for me.
Yeah, that's a no. I could, because one thing, I mean, I'm a hustler. Like I just can't hustle back. So
yeah. No, but I definitely turned down the opportunity to make more money just because in this job, the economy we're in right now. I'm sorry, I don't want a new job right now. I'm sorry, no. These companies are doing really shiesty stuff.
Oh,
and it's
yes.
like, no.
Oh yes. So, yes, girl. Please, I don't even want to.
Yeah.
Corporates. And y'all stop posting those fake ass jobs that are not real. Y'all have not gotten them jobs approved. So why are you posting it? Why are you hurting people? That's so crazy.
That actually really is crazy.
It's real. Y'all know because only reason why I know this is because you know those jobs on LinkedIn and all those little ZipRecruiter and shit like that? Yeah. Those are not real jobs. Those are ghost jobs. You know what I mean by ghost job? They haven't been approved yet. They're trying to see what's out there. Isn't that crazy? This job is not
candidates
real.
are out there?
They're feeling the market.
But I even seen a guy's TikTok where he worked for a company. He was fishing. He was like, my job kept asking me to post up positions and they weren't actually available. He's like, when I put my foot down, they fired me. He's like, I got tired of giving people false sense of hope. And I think in this economy, like I have seen way too many tweets of people saying, I have not worked in a year, 6 months, however long. I've applied to X amount of jobs. I need a job. So can you imagine the turmoil that takes on somebody and the fact that they're applying to jobs that are fake? Y'all are trying to steal people's social security number. Like you are literally
God forbid.
That's what I'm doing. Because
honestly, y'all scammers are the lowest of the low.
That's crazy.
No, that's not. But the thing is, some people get so desperate to a certain point. Like after you've applied to 500 jobs, people are getting desperate that if they hear, oh, you got the position, people are stealing people's information. So you have to be very vigilant. Like no matter, something might sound a little, you have to understand, things might sound too good to be true.
And it's a
like,
scam.
And if somebody calls you about a job, you didn't even apply.
That's the problem too. Those emails.
Thank you.
Start
Googling these emails, everything.
They're texting you. You have a text from a job recruiter that you've never heard from. You didn't apply for this position. Why are you texting back?
Yeah. But also too, I do want to like put it out there for people that are like, you're in the job market and you're looking for a job. Like it's okay to accept a job. It may not be matching what you're used to being paid, but at the end of the day, your bills need to be paid. And something about this world, everyone's like, oh, I'm too big for. No, are you too big to be homeless? Because that's what's gonna happen. No, I'm not trying to be rude.
That's not funny. That's real.
Like that's real life. I feel like guys like. It's okay to take a pay cut to pay you still gotta pay shit. Not saying that you're there permanently. Remember, this is just something for the time being. Still be applying to other places. Like the market's even opening up now towards like the mid-October now for the new jobs. But at the end of the day, y'all, if a job offers you a position and it may not be what you're used to, just take it and for the meantime do it. Because at the end of the day, you need to work.
Yeah. And for y'all companies that are doing 5 interviews, I will punish you. It does not take 5 people to figure out if you don't want to hire this person or not.
Oh my gosh.
I agree.
That's
don't
crazy.
Piss me off on that too. I feel like anything past 2 is a...
And then 2-day projects, y'all getting free work from people and not hiring them.
And I feel like they should be paying people for that. Stop taking
they actually
people's
should.
ideas and running off with it and then not hiring them. That's robbery.
A 2-day a working interview to me is actually very crazy.
That's work. No, I'm not clocked in yet.
Somebody told me that. I'm like, this sounds like a job you're not gonna get.
Yeah.
As soon as you hand
it
in,
sounds like you're getting them ideas for free. These companies are so sick. Like,
no, I'm not gonna.
And you did the project. I can't.
No.
I would be like, okay, so how much for this project? Like, if I don't get picked, like, are you gonna give me money for this idea? Because you're gonna keep it. Because if it's a good idea, you're gonna keep it, and you're not gonna hire me.
Yeah.
So.
I had a job interview a long time ago do that to me. They asked me to give them like a presentation that I had completed like literally the day before my interview. And I'm like, I work with very restricted information. So the presentations that I have put together, if this has not been released to my county yet, what do you want me to do? And it's just like, oh, well, you can redact the information. I cannot share that's not a presentation at that point. If I have to pull all the data from my presentation, what do you want me to do? And you ask me the day before is actually crazy. I could have done
the day before is actually crazy.
As if you're an employee.
Literally. I'm like, that is so crazy to me.
Weird ass. Like, yeah, guys, the job market's really tricky.
And that type of stuff should be included in like the job description. We're gonna have you do A, B, C, and D.
I don't think y'all should be having people do work before a job.
I agree. I don't think you should be, but not necessarily work. Don't ask me for something I've done somewhere else. But if you're going to give me an assessment, give me an assessment. Mm-hmm. Don't force me to give you something else that I've done in the background, or force me to do something that I'm not getting paid to do. An assessment, cool. A project, I'm not doing that.
And even how y'all are getting people to apply these jobs, y'all, let's be black and white. I should not be having to put together a PowerPoint presentation to get a recruiter to look at me. I should not have to do any of that. I should be able to apply. You call me. We schedule something. You're gonna love me. Hire me. It should not go like you're low key going back and forth with a recruiter about a job that you don't even know if you have an interview for.
And Jori, I'm not gonna lie. You said assessment.
I don't do those. That's it. Job's over.
And you know what's crazy? They'll still hire you.
I went to school. Yeah. I went to I already took assessments for this. Just give me the job.
Well, it depends on the assessment. Some of these assessments be 2 hours. No,
not doing it.
Yeah. So I'll say this. Originally, like, I would like run away and like shy from assessments, like, because I do a lot of coding. And so I used to be like, I'm not gonna take the interview. I don't want to have to code. But I'm not gonna lie. Like, if this is the profession that I have to be in, I need to be okay with taking some type of assessment to prove what my skills are. You know what I mean? And until I put myself out there and actually did, I'm like, dang, they wasn't even asking for much. And I said, an assessment, not a project. The type of assessment that I do is not that difficult. So to me, I used to run from it, but then I realized, like, if I want to grow, I can't run from them asking me to do my basic job functions.
You're right. That's like maturity.
True, but
I haven't reached there yet.
I just like, I don't know, and like sometimes it's just like you could be overly qualified and like they count you out because they can't pay you. It's just like, y'all.
I think disqualified people for being overqualified is crazy,
but it's happening. That's why a lot of like senior executives are not in positions right now because no one can afford to pay them.
But I feel like in that situation, rejection is protection, because if you're overqualified, that means they were going to underpay you anyway. Yeah, that's really what it was.
True.
Yeah. So
that's true.
Yeah, I'm not saying double back in. Yeah, not in your profession, but like if you have to take another type of profession just to make ends meet, do it.
If you're not working, a job is a job. I'm not gonna lie,
y'all. Stop judging people.
Even if it's a second job, a job is a job. As long as you get money.
Facts.
Well, I mean,
I can never get mad at someone getting money.
I can never be mad. So what if you're dating somebody and he's a stripper?
I won't be dating a stripper.
Sorry.
No, because like, I'm not. That's too close to.
A job's not a job.
Too close to what?
That's what you want to do with your life? Are you working towards something else? And even then, it doesn't matter. No, but I'm just saying, like,
I can't. You're not doing that. Like, dating me, like,
what if they were out?
I wouldn't do it. Not because it's not because you're making money. It's just because I feel like that profession is a little like you have to be a certain type of dude to be a male stripper.
No, that makes sense.
And I just
I don't attract that. I don't want that.
I feel you. Not even. I'm not attracted to that. I don't attract
that. Okay, when I say it, let me be clear. A certain type of nigga, like you gotta be he's typically like the life of the party. He's probably a super drinker, and like I just like honestly, he's probably really corny. Like I just don't like corny guys. Like I'm sorry,
stuffing their balls,
and like
okay.
No, you know,
I've been to those. I've been to those exotic dancers. No, they put a rubber band on their, erection, and like it stays hard, and like they like. Yeah, I've been to one. It's interesting, and you just like throw money on it, y'all. Come on. Would you date someone that has a roommate?
Currently,
yeah.
Well, it depends on how big
how's it set up.
The place is set up. Yeah,
apartment.
Like if it's like, because I know somebody who had I don't want to say their name. They had a roommate, but the place, it made sense for a roommate.
Yeah,
they were still paying probably like they were paying $10,000 each. So it's like there was
Get put numbers out. No, yeah.
If y'all see the place, it made sense.
I mean,
it didn't make sense, but it made sense.
Right now, I'm not gonna lie, y'all. It's treacherous out here.
No, that's
I'm
what
not
it
about
is.
to judge you for
Yeah.
having
The
a
economy is
roommate
terrible.
ever
Like,
in this life. Like,
yeah, the economy is
Oh, yeah.
terrible.
y'all,
Like,
I feel like
I
honestly,
thought you were gonna
this
say
world's
something
getting out
else.
of touch a little bit because it's like y'all are judging people having roommates. That's crazy.
That's probably why people.
I'm not gonna. Are we being honest?
I'll
I'll be like,
I was sitting
okay.
here thinking,
You guys getting treacherous. I was like, it is because once you pull up, obviously next thing you know, it's a 2-man. Like I'm actually not. I'm not dating nobody with a roommate. Like let's be actually.
Yeah,
fair.
I'll be
I'm
real with
sorry.
you. Like, yeah, I was capping.
that's why
guys.
y'all was talking. I was just like,
Yeah,
I'm
I'm-
sorry. I don't care what it is right now in this point in my life. I'm
Yeah,
not dating somebody who
Unless
has
your
a roommate.
roommate is your
Sorry.
mama, your grandma, your
Or, like,
kid,
family,
your brother,
like,
your
yeah.
cousin.
But like, I'm just not doing it.
Because if y'all go together, just say that. I'm
Yeah.
not dating nobody with I don't care.
But then again, I don't know. The kind of men I like, they're not gonna have a roommate. So
like Jori said, I don't attract that. So
I don't attract that either. I don't. Like,
That is crazy.
and let's start there because a lot of these conversations, I'm just like, I've actually never encountered this.
I'll be honest with you. Like, I don't think I've ever talked to a man that had a roommate. No, no.
And I hate putting like in this situation. Like,
Yeah, no.
it would have to be y'all are both in medical school and y'all signed a lease and y'all are both about to
That's what I'm
graduate.
saying,
Like it. But again, I hate putting particulars, so just
Yeah.
know
It's
I'm not
just
gonna
no.
do it. You know what I mean?
But if you live at like your family house, okay. But like, I'm not. If you have room, like a homeboy you splitting bills with,
Yeah, there's an exception to every rule. Of course. It's an exception to every rule.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of reasons why I would. It's not simply even about the money situation.
Yeah.
To me, I feel like that would just be a very uncomfortable situation for me to
'Cause,
walk
like,
into.
then that means
I
like
just
you're always
wouldn't
gonna have to be at
comfortable
my house. No,
that's
Yeah.
no
So-
shade. We dealt with that in college. Like,
yeah. I'm just not doing
all
it
these
again.
years later, I'm not doing that again.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then like roommates be acting weird too, especially like I feel like when there are roommates and one person has significant other, the other person always gonna be annoyed with it for whatever reason.
Yeah.
They
Yeah,
gonna
'cause
start asking you to put in
there's
towards
space.
the bills, acting weird about shit like that.
Put in
like,
towards
why
the
this person
bills
always
as a
here?
girlfriend.
Yo.
of
No,
the
you never
house.
heard because even like people be like, so and so's boyfriend is always here. Should we split the
Yeah,
electricity
if it's
three
a
ways?
girl and the
I'm
man
like,
is
no,
coming
y'all should
over,
not. I feel like y'all should
he
not.
should contribute like to
Really?
something.
Why?
Well,
that
not
should
like-
contribute to her half.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, I mean,
That's what
that's
I'm
why I feel
saying.
because for all you know, he paying all her electricity. Whenever I see that, I'm just like, that is so childish. Like he's not adding that much electricity where the electricity.
Yeah,
it needs to be
I didn't
split
think-
between three
ways.
places.
Yeah,
I'm like, just say
No.
you mad her boyfriend always around.
Yeah,
Just say that.
Just say that.
Try to scare him off. Got him paying bills.
That's crazy. And people are really doing that in this life.
Yeah, like every time I see
That's
people
actually
propose
way
that
too
question,
much,
I'm like, petty.
That's weird. Then go get a 1-bedroom.
Yeah, live by yourself. But anyways, y'all, we had a blast. Honestly, you know, with these girls, Nikki is not with us this weekend. She's out celebrating a wedding, so she's not joining us today. But she was here with us today in spirit. But anyways, y'all, thank you for joining us today. Remember, you can catch us on all our socials: Petty Party Pod on IG, Twitter, and YouTube,
And TikTok.
and you can write us in a motto or a petty chronicle. Hit us up in the Gmail, pettyparty1214@gmail, or you can send us a DM, or you know, catch us when you see us. But anyways, it's your girl Michelle signing out.
It's been fun, guys. Holla, it's your girl Paulette.
Bye, guys. It's your girl Jori out there.
Bye, y'all. It's Crystal. Until next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Give me a P.